I was going to hype this up on Twitter earlier. I'd even said watch this tweet because we had some sort of development coming on as far as information for the release date. At first, and here's the thing, on the surface of things, it was already news to me, so I already wanted to talk about it. The other thing was that I wanted to discuss just sort of validating this news, right? Because I am not about take him down to 75%. Okay. I wanted to just make sure this is not news that you just want to bring to. Okay, let him know now. Let's see. Anyway, this is not news that you just bring to this community without having some receipts. So the few of us spent the afternoon sort of trying to get this going, and we finally got some verifiable information. So, Mr. Southern Card, if you could you please take the listeners through what it is that you encountered today and what you brought to our attention. And then I want to, before we get into this, I want to preface this, everybody, is please, this is not solid information, right?
Not whatsoever.
This is, I like the source that it came from. That I find has some legitimacy. But it is not concrete. I even if it looks concrete and feels concrete, I'm just adding the asterisk there for Mr. Southern Cards. Cover your ass, cover my ass,
exactly.
right? You know,
Yep.
I'm going to present you everything that you need to see, and he's going to walk us through it. Hello, Mr. Yaucha. Hey, Walt Peters, I see you there. Okay, so please, Mr. Southern Card, walk us through what you told me today.
Okay, so I tried this last week and didn't get anywhere. So I was sitting at work today, had about an hour left to kill. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get back on PlayStation chat support and try one more time to see if I can get any kind of info whatsoever. So I get on there. The first guy I talked to, his name was Gabriel. Gabriel gave me some information, if you want to call it that. I asked him if he knew anything about when the VR version of No Man's Sky would be on the store, when it would be available for purchase. And he said what they've been told is August 16th. That being said, as Legacy has reiterated, and I'm going to reiterate again, this is about as flimsy as you can get.
But that's not the most
Especially with it
exciting
being-
part.
Especially with it being chat support.
Yeah, let's pause there for a second because, okay, so this was the information that was delivered to me. So when it was brought to me, my ask was that I need lightning to strike twice in the same spot. So I needed my ask was that, okay, I hear you. If chat support for Sony is saying the 16th, I want them to say it again. Sort of like, okay, let's if they say it again, to me it feels more valid. Because it could have been some random nobody looking on Google. Yeah. They could have said August of 2016. This was also part of the conversation, right? So here's the thing, and I didn't want to bring this news, I hype this news because I wanted to be able to verify it. So I asked Mr. Southern Card to go back, and not only he's y'all tell me what's going on with the audio. I want to make sure that everybody's good, and I'm still kind of garbage with audio in general, so I want to make sure that everybody can hear okay, but I'm not blowing your eardrums out. So please do. I'm watching the chat very closely, much closely than I did last week. And then we'll go from there. So I asked you to verify it. So you went back, and I was like,
under a different account.
Yes, I need receipts.
Yeah.
Because and you said, I was wondering why you did a different account when I was reading your chat, and when I chatted, they wouldn't let me chat again. They were like, sorry,
Right. Exactly.
you should probably call since
Yep.
we couldn't, fix your problem,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. So I had to do it under my backup account.
So please walk us through your next conversation that we needed to have this verified.
Okay. So I went back and, like I said, went through another account and talked to, I think her name was Erica. And kind of the same conversation. Hey, do you have any info as far as a release date? Trying to nail down a time frame so I can get my hands on a VR headset, which I'm not. That was just the excuse that I used.
I saw that, yeah.
And she said, she comes back with, again, August 16th is what we've been told. Tried to not to get too far ahead of your legacy here, but
I have it on screen for it,
to,
so everybody can see it. And just so you know, we couldn't capture a screenshot of the chat, but we did end up catching a screenshot of the code in the chat, so we could get verifiable evidence. As you can see there,
she closed the chat before I could grab it.
What a jerk, right? She's like, on to the next one. I work in a call center, so I know what that's like. Please shut up. I want to move on, right, to the next customer or whatever.
Right.
But it says clearly contact chat support, right? Supportplaystation.com live at post change. So there's the URL address that it leaded to. I do have that information here. But I want to. So he was nice enough to sort of clean that up for us and put it in a Word file so we can all read it. I've got it on screen now so that we can all sort of read through it together. So if you don't mind, I'll read through that, kind of go through the high level if you like.
Yeah, go for it.
So Southern Card got Erica on the line, and she seems to be nice. She spells Erica with a K. I like it. It's unique, right? So it says, "Hi Erica, I'm trying to find No Man's Sky Beyond on the store, but I can't find it. I see the base game. I own it, but I can't see the VR version anywhere." I see where you're going with that too. You're sort of trying to bait like a VR version.
Well, they always get. There's been so many updates. They always get confused. That's what I'm asking to begin with. So
yeah,
So that's why I kind of just specified VR.
Who are you if you don't try, right?
Right.
Nice to meet you. Let's see, and I sort of tried to hide as much sensitive information as I could. So you pointed out, I talked to an agent earlier. He said that it's not scheduled till I go live until August, until it goes to go live until August 16th. You were very specific about saying August 16th. So I'm not sure if you can confirm that date or not. I'm trying to get everything in line to grab a PSVR for launch. You were much more direct in your sort of persuasive delivery of this. I'm impressed. Mine was just like, yo, when's No Man's Sky Beyond coming? So I probably could have worded mine better. But
I'll be right back, Legacy.
Yeah. So Erica comes back and says, "Nice to meet you. I'll be glad to check and verify." She asks for some information. And then this particular line right here is a validation. This is exactly what I was asking for him to produce for me, right? He told me, okay, I was told on PlayStation support that No Man's Sky Beyond is coming on the 16th. I'm like, okay. I feel like I need more. Like I need somebody to do this again. I need two people to tell you that. I can't just run. We can't. It's not very responsible to report this and talk about this if I can't reproduce it, right? I want to see a little bit of consistency. If lightning strikes twice, I think it's worth talking about. It is support chat. They obviously know more than some fake article by a Forbes contributor, right? I think that's absolutely true. But Erica comes out and says, "Thank you for waiting. We have verified, and according to our information, the game will be released on August 16th, as you were sharing. The item is not in the PS Store yet, but it is possible it can be uploaded during these days, so you can be checking on that. In addition, you can check with the game support. You have most updated information from nomansky.com/contact. So we've got three things. The initial, this secondary response, which you're looking at here, and photographic evidence. We couldn't exactly, like he said, we could not get an actual picture of the chat. However, he did get this. He looked up the source code from that particular web page, and it gave it to him, which was good. I accepted that. I see the URL. Everything was good. I chatted afterward, trying to get like a fourth hit, right? I needed some extra stuff. Hey, Martin Requiem. Hey, Enrico Bandito. Good to see you. Jens, this is not posted anywhere. This was accomplished by Mr. Southern Card. He brought this information to us to bring to you live tonight. So this is not a news article. This is legitimate PlayStation support sent this. Now, here's the thing. I don't want anybody to take this in a overhyped direction, right? This could mean anything. But I have, and I mean this particular what we're looking at now, right? I, however, have gotten not just reports here, but I have also been getting reports from other avenues in my Twitter DMs telling me, and these are employees that are with Best Buy, for instance, right? These are people that have direct relationships with like Sony reps, right? And they did not give a specific date, but they did say mid-August, right? Which lines up, right? So let's talk about the 16th, because I want to, now that I have hopefully, why would they mislead their customers, especially if they're making a sale? Here's the thing. I don't think that PlayStation chat support is really making a sale. They're more supporting. I work in a sales environment, and there's a difference between educating and selling. A lot of they share a lot of territory, but you can tell somebody when they have a sales quota that they need to meet, they will go out of their living way to close that sale, right? I mean, obviously we don't have anything to sell him at this point because it wasn't on the sale or on the actual store, according to Erica with a K. But we had multiple sources verify from support chat that the 16th was the release date. Welcome back, Sarah. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back.
So let me just recap real quick before we sort of break this down, right? First off, Mr. Southern Card did the initial chat. They told him the 16th. Second, he did it again with the second agent, was told the 16th. Produced verifiable evidence. And now I'm hearing from other avenues mid-August as well. Take of that as you will, right? And not to mention, this is kind of off topic a little bit, but Sony customer service is busy AF. It's a little ridiculous, right?
Oh gosh, it always is.
Has anybody ever tried to contact? Like, let me hear you in the chat. Has anybody ever tried to contact Sony customer support for anything? I'd rather cut my appendix out. It's pretty bad, right?
A lot easier.
It's right. Now, I mean, especially for a credit for something, right? Like, hey, that $10 that you just charged me, actually, I didn't want that thing after the free trial. Can you just give me a store credit for it, right? I still want you to have the money. And like they were like, well, okay, I'll send it to a specialist and see what they say. And you'll hear back within 3 weeks. I'm like, 3 weeks? It's $10. Just freaking keep it, right? So, really appreciative of Mr. Southern Card to bring that information to us and putting in the work to really verify it too.